Leaders of some of the most feared family names in organized crime went on trial today in New York City. 8 defendants are charged with running a nationwide racketeering network and being members of what the law enforcement officials call an overall mafia board of directors. Also in New York, opening arguments are scheduled this week in the trial of John Gotti. CBS News reporter Anthony Mason looks tonight at the man accused of being top mobster of the nation's #1 mob.
Even in New York City, the name John Gotti was virtually unknown until December 16th last year. That night, Paul Castellano, the reputed head of the Gambino crime family, was gunned down outside Sparks Steakhouse. FBI agents have since testified that they believe the man behind the killings and the man who has taken Castellano's place is John Gotti. Only 45 years old, Gotti has become quickly recognizable, if only for his custom-made suits and his frequent stops at the Stylorama hair salon.
He's got very good taste. He likes his hair extremely perfect. He's such a gentleman that, you can't believe it.
But a federal indictment charges that from a base of operations called the Bergen Hunt and Fish Club, Gotti headed a crew of mobsters who engaged in racketeering, extortion, robbery, and murder.
I don't think there's a place in America where we can get a fair trial.
Gotti's attorneys say the case has been prejudiced by stories which even in Gotti's own neighborhood have become local legend. In 1980, Gotti's 12-year-old son was killed when he ran out in front of a neighbor's car. Within weeks, the neighbor disappeared. He has never been found, and detectives say they don't expect to solve the case. Earlier this year, Romuald Pisek, a refrigeration mechanic, accused Gotti and an associate of beating and robbing him in a dispute over a double-parked car. But when the case went to court, Pisek suddenly decided not to testify.
If I did go stand there and say that this is Mr. Gotti and this is Mr. Coletta, they assaulted me and robbed me, I'm not sure.
Gotti's bail has since been revoked. The judge feared he might harass jurors, whose names will also be kept secret. Last week, the government revealed it had taped conversations between Gotti and a mafia informer. Gotti's lawyers called it idle conversation, but investigators believe the tapes will make the man they call the new Godfather past history. Anthony Mason, CBS News, New York.